the United States has halted military aid and intelligence sharing with Ukraine. This decision followed a controversial proposed agreement. The deal would have given the U.S. control over a significant portion of Ukraine's natural resources. However, the minerals deal is only one part of a larger set of demands from the Trump administration. Former President Trump has made it clear that the minerals deal alone is insufficient to restart aid. He is insisting on further concessions from Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Trump wants Zelensky to demonstrate a willingness to engage in peace talks with Russia. This includes considering territorial concessions to end the ongoing conflict. Adding to the pressure, Trump has also called for Ukraine to hold elections. This demand is controversial as martial law is currently in effect due to the war. Some speculate that Trump may even desire Zelensky's resignation. They believe Trump sees Zelensky as an obstacle to a peace deal favorable to Russia. The upcoming meeting in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia is crucial. U.S. and Ukrainian officials will meet on March 11, 2025. They aim to discuss a potential framework for a peace agreement. Zelensky's early arrival signals his commitment to finding a resolution. The relationship between the United States and Ukraine has become increasingly strained. Tensions reached a boiling point during a White House meeting on February 28, 2025. Reports indicate that Trump and his former Vice President Mike Pence directed insults at Zelensky. This prompted Zelensky to leave without signing the proposed minerals deal. The situation further deteriorated when Washington halted military aid and intelligence sharing. While the U.S. continues to share some defensive intelligence, it has stopped providing crucial targeting information. This has significantly hampered Ukraine's ability to defend itself against Russian aggression. The lack of U.S. support has had a direct impact on the ground in Ukraine. Russia has intensified its attacks. This has led to a tragic increase in civilian casualties. 2025 is already proving deadlier for civilians than 2024. European allies are attempting to fill the void left by the U.S. However, the lack of comprehensive intelligence sharing puts them at a disadvantage. The proposed minerals agreement, formerly known as the Bilateral Agreement Establishing Terms and Conditions for a Reconstruction Investment Fund, has drawn sharp criticism. The agreement would allocate 50% of Ukraine's future natural resource earnings to a fund managed by the United States. This control would encompass a vast array of resources, including oil, gas, coal, minerals, and related infrastructure. Critics argue that the agreement is exploitative. The U.S. contributes no funds to the proposed investment fund, yet it seeks to exert significant control over Ukraine's valuable resources. Furthermore, the agreement lacks any security guarantees for Ukraine. This leaves the nation vulnerable in a volatile region. The agreement's critics view it as an attempt to capitalize on Ukraine's vulnerability. They argue that it prioritizes American interests over the needs of the Ukrainian people. As the conflict continues, pressure is mounting on the Biden administration to resume aid to Ukraine. Congressional Republicans have been vocal in urging the White House to reinstate support. There is cautious optimism that aid could resume as early as next week. This follows a statement from Zelensky expressing a readiness for negotiations and a willingness to work with Trump. Despite the ongoing turmoil, Zelensky maintains a 68% approval rating among Ukrainians. This suggests a degree of resilience and faith in his leadership. However, the suspension of 83% of USAID programs has had a significant impact on the ground. The remaining contracts are now being administered by the State Department. The situation in Ukraine remains precarious. The outcome of the upcoming meeting in Saudi Arabia could have significant implications. The world watches as the U.S. and Ukraine attempt to navigate a path towards peace and stability.